What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and since the launch of Title Update 15, the raid-exclusive gear sets, not the weapons, I want to be clear on that, but the raid-exclusive gear, the Foundry, Bulwark, Chest, and Backpack, as well as the future initiative versions of those as well, have now been introduced into the general loot pool, and I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to farming for them. What is the best way to do so? Do you have to farm Countdown? Therefore, as we roll into the weekend, I wanted to answer some of your questions because these items are a must-have for every inventory. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. And remember, we are currently having a giveaway for an Xbox Series X. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced on July 4th of this year. So first of all, we're going to talk about farming in Countdown. And in my opinion, it is the most efficient way to farm for loot right now in the game because you're going to get a ton of loot in a short amount of time. Now, the other benefit is you can pick your targeted loot, and as you can see, I wind up picking Future Initiative because I'm looking for the body armor and the backpacks. You can see we run into one of the initial hunters that you encounter when you start, wind up picking the body armor, and then a few minutes there, run into another hunter, and I wind up getting the backpack as well. So again, like I said, you can get lucky and get these things really quick. Now keep in mind as I say that, these items can drop from any NPC at any time. It does not need to be hunters. Now one of the best things about Countdown is that in the middle of gameplay, and you can do this in the summit as well, but you can change your targeted loot. So now that I've gotten the future initiative stuff, I changed to Foundry Bulwark. Now many of you have reached out to the channel and you said you haven't tried Countdown for one of two reasons. Either A, you really don't know what to do and it's a little bit intimidating, or B, you don't like being in an 8-player group. And my recommendation is just jump in feet first. I'm telling you right now, or is it head first? Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. Just jump into it. And the main reason is due to the fact that you are going to get so much loot in a short amount of time. You can see here, I'm in one of the small subsections and you can see how much loot actually drops. And when you get to the end, it's even more, which you'll see at the end of the video. Another question a lot of you are asking is, are the actual raid exclusive gear sets, which are no longer raid exclusive, but are they limited to Countdown mode? The answer is no. Now you can see here, and this footage is from yesterday, but I'm in New York. Foundry Bulwark was the targeted loot. I wind up hitting a control point. I do get the backpack and the body armor from NPCs, so again, it's great. So anytime you're looking for something in the open world, you go to an area where you see the icon of what you're looking for. Another question a lot of you have is, do you already have to have this gear for to drop in the general loot pool? And the answer is no, because that would defeat the purpose. It would still be a raid exclusive item because that means initially you would need to get it from the raid in order for it to drop in the general loot, but now it is good for anyone at any time, regardless of where you are. Now, as we make our way to the summit, my friends, I want to make sure I address the raid-exclusive weapons that I know a lot of people are looking for, and more importantly, they're hoping that they actually get into the general loot pool at one point. Now, at this time, the game has made it very clear that they do not have the intent to actually put those into the general loot pool anytime soon. I mean, maybe if they were to replace them with other exotics, then they could do that, but as always, as soon as I get any more information, I will definitely let you know. And I know that's something that a lot of people want to see, but at the same time, for the people that really, they grind it out to get that raid exclusive gear, they also would like to have an incentive to keep playing the raids. So again, in my opinion, if they were to put new ones in and pull the other ones out, I think everyone would be happy. As I start to wrap this video up, the main reason I wanted to put this together is I know a lot of people are forgetting the fact that they can farm for these items now and they can truly change your builds. I mean, right here you can see a Foundry build. This is the one I was using before. And the fact that I have the body armor and the backpack now, first of all, they have some great talents on it. But secondly, it allows me to open up different areas in my build to put other pieces of gear. You can see the punch drunk mask, which I love. It is great for a handgun build. So again, with these pieces, it gives you so many more options in regards to builds you can put together. And actually, while we're on that note, some of you have reached out asking me to show you some of my favorite tank builds with the Foundry gear. I'll be doing that. I'll also be showing you some future initiative builds as well, because again, having these extra pieces does really help diversify your builds. And as I start to wrap this video up, You'll see, as I mentioned at the end of the video, the importance of just really getting in there and farming for Countdown. Not only because the amount of loot you get, but let's say, for instance, if you're lucky towards the beginning of your run and you get exactly the type of piece you're looking for in regards to, the attributes and core attribute and whatever else it is, you can then switch it up at any time. And because you're encountering so many NPCs and you're getting so much gear, the switch happens immediately, and you'll see at the end that I'm able to switch from one to another. You can see that it does change on screen. So my friends, for those of you that have been just on the fence about Countdown, I definitely recommend jumping in. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this up. As always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for the incredible support you show the channel, and remind you, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know in the section down below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. At this point, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
System curtailed.
Agent, stay frosty. Hunters incoming.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. System restored. Rogue Hive detected. Rogue Striker drone detected. System disrupted.
Shoot off a flare so Torres knows you're ready to go. Agent down.
System reactivated.
Torres is on her way.
System malfunctioning.
Torres is in position.
System restored.